What's up, folks? Welcome to, I don't know, Flashback Friday. What are we doing here? I want to play on Magic Online. I want to play this no holds barred vintage cube, which is like set the power to maximum. As you can see, there is a time vault in the pack, a combo with Voltaic Key, which doesn't exist very much anymore. I guess there's also like Kiora's follower in the cube. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to take, like, obviously I would take this if Mox wasn't in the pack. I think I'm supposed to take the Mox. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in this cube, like Time Vault. There's a lot of fast mana, like Elvish Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide, that sort of thing. I think I'm going to take the Mox. I think perhaps in the spirit of the cube, I should take Time Vault. Time Vault and try and get a way to untap it. This is another really powerful pack. As we see a Ragavan that I've selected, I think that'll be what I'll take. Certainly a great follow-up with the Mox. Couple good fetches. Prismatic Vista goes and gets a basic. Marsh Flats, obviously, fetch lands, really high picks. Wrenn 6, a personal favorite of mine. Currency Converter, a powerful effect if you've got a lot of draw discard in your deck. Like, it doesn't take much. You've got Seasoned Pyromancer, Inti, that sort of thing. Fiery Confluence is a very powerful red spell. Deal 6, blow up a bunch of artifact. And then there's the initiative on a handful of cards in this cube as well. I played with Undermountain Adventurer yesterday. Got to play with the initiative for the first time, which is a dungeon that you go through. It sort of plays like the Monarch, so that's one of the other additions of this cube, is that there is the Monarch and there is initiative, two things that give you advantage. I guess either when you connect with your opponent, right, or when it comes into play. Here, I'm going to briefly select Foothills, just to keep on the red theme here. I'm going to read a card that I don't know, which is Occult Epiphany. X and a blue, draw X cards, then discard X cards, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying for each card type among cards discarded this way. Weird. Huh. Not quite sure. That doesn't seem that good to me. There's Ramunap Excavator to go with that Wrenn 6. I was very impressed by Sylvan Library in a deck that I had yesterday. I trophied with a Nadu deck that had all the pieces. It had Nadu. It basically looked like the deck that won the Pro Tour. Not a lot of other cards that are new to this cube from regular vintage cube. Teferi Time Raveler is good. Sword to go with Thopter Foundry. Miscalculation is a good interactive spell. Retrofitter Foundry is a good cheap spell to do some degenerate artifact things with. But I think we will stick with our low to the ground red life here. Moving on, we've got some big baddies. Torsten and Vaultborn Tyrant. I believe Tyrant being the better of the two. A little different than what we've got going on here. I'm eyeing Inti. I'm eyeing Fire Covenant. And I'm eyeing Fall from Favor. 2 and a blue. Enchantment. When it enters, you tap enchanted creature, you become the Monarch, and the enchanted creature doesn't untap. If we're assertive, we're going to take advantage of the Monarch quite nicely. I'm not sure I want to dip into a second color for something like Fall from Favor. I do think I like Inti. Low to the ground, it's possible that something like Currency Converter wheels. I also think Fire Covenant is really reasonable to take here. Those are the two thoughts I have, but I'm going to take Inti. Not that I'm like dying to draft mono red with Mox, Ruby, and Ragavan, but like there are worse things you could do and worse starts for that kind of strategy for sure. Similarly, I think I'll take Hexdrinker. We've already got Foothills. This is a really powerful 1-drop. 1 mana, 2/1. Level it up for a colorless mana at sorcery speed. Level 3, it becomes a 4/4 with protection from instants. And at level 8, it's a 6/6 protection from everything. It's a little mini Progenitus. Beyond that, there's some nice fetchable lands for us in Bayou and Commercial District. I suppose in Datha Triome as well is fetchable. Subtlety, I'm less excited about, but I do think free spells like the pitch spells are good, though I'd rather them be something like a force. We're going to take Hexdrinker here. Wow, do I just get to take Taiga? Ooh, I also think Malevolent Rumble is excellent. Taiga versus Rumble is close. I think I'm just going to take Taiga. Yeah, I've just been super impressed by Malevolent Rumble. I also really like the Goyf strategies, like going some sort of Jund Goyfs. We already saw, what was it, Necrogoyf, the single black 1-drop. And Malevolent Rumble is just awesome for a strategy like that. But I'm gonna guess that Taiga is too good. Man, what if Renin 6 wheels? Could Renin 6 wheel, do you think? I guess there's also Flooded Strand, which is another good fetch. Ooh, and now we get Copter, which plays really nicely with Inti. Just some more draw discard. I suppose Trumpeting Carnosaur also plays nicely with Inti, with the discard life. Kari Zev is an excellent aggressive 2-drop. We haven't seen a lot of new to the cube cards. I wonder if that green 4-drop that gives the initiative could wheel as well, but we'll just take Copter here. Keep on keeping on. All right, our first pack where I'm not actually that excited about a pick, which is fine. Just have 7 picks that I'm happy with is nice. Arwen is pretty darn good. I don't know if it's that good in this high-powered cube, but, you know, going Naya beats, this is a pretty difficult card to deal with. There's also Mishra's Bauble that I think I am going to take, mostly because of how likely I feel like I am to try and do the Goyf thing with this start, and just having a free artifact that finds its way to the graveyard I think is nice, and it effectively makes your deck, like, you know, 39 cards, which is nice too. Here we've got fast mana with Elvish Spirit Guide and Chain Lightning as a burn spell, and I guess Avacyn's Pilgrim, though I'm not that excited about that. Would I play Lotus Petal in this deck? I'm probably supposed to, right? I'm probably supposed to take this over Chain Lightning, I would guess. Oh, baby, a triple. Let's go. All right, I wish that I had taken... Oh, I'm so glad I took Spirit Guide now, because now we have 2 shots at turn 1 Renin 6 with Spirit Guide and Mox. I'll take Renin 6 here for sure. I wish that I had taken... Ooh, and we get Excavator as well. Strip Mine Waiting Room. Less excited about Excavator for sure, but still going to take it here. Move this over to our free mana slot. No LSV. I won't be sorting quite as rigorously as him. But that's an awesome spot. It's awesome to have Copter and Inti with Renin 6 as well as ways to... Whoa, Fall from Favor Wield? I think Jite is too slow. I'm probably going to take Parlor. Surveil lands as a way to get lands into the bin I think is nice. I think that's better than taking Fall, but that could be wrong. And then there's Indatha Triome. Take that over the 2 artifacts. Yeah, we got a really nice start here. So we got our free spells. I'm moving Excavator. Oh, I'll play Mutt. Another draw discard kind of effect. So we've got our 2-drops. We've got our fast mana. We've got our lands. We've got our Bauble. Less convinced about Excavator. We're also live. We're live for Lurrus currently. Oh, I guess not with Spirit Guide, but we could cut Spirit Guide. I probably wouldn't, though. That's one of the things I found with my first draft. I pack one, pick one Lurrus, and that was a mistake, I think. There's just so many powerful things that you don't end up getting to take. I think Fable versus One Ring is slightly tough. I think I'm going to take Fable. And then I wonder if Headliner Scarlet could wheel. It's another excellent card. So 3 in a red, 3/3 haste. When it enters, creatures target player controls can't block. And at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that and play that card this turn. That's pretty sweet. There's Llanowar Elves as well. Good in Foundations, good in the Powered Cube, maybe. Sorry, I keep having this like little tickle in my throat. So I'm like half coughing. I think I'm going to take Renin or Fable over One Ring. I think it just plays a little nicer, right? And if I had known about all of this, Currency Converter would have been nice, but I don't remember what we took over it. But I doubt that I would go back and be able to make that pick responsibly. And here, got a Noble or Ignoble Hierarch, which I think is pretty worthwhile. There's also Territorial Kavu, which if we play the Indatha Triome, we've got 4 types for. This is almost certainly going to wheel. There's Faithless Looting. I don't think we do anything with Seething Song. There's Boseiju, which the channel plays nicely with Inti. But I think Ignoble is pretty much a slam dunk here for what we got going on. And, Windswept Heath. Let me check out Comet, because we can cast this. Okay, 4 mana, 5 loyalty, 0 roll a 6-sided die. 1 or 2, +2, then make 2 1/1 squirrels. They gain haste. If you roll a 3, -1, then return a card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. 4 or 5 deals damage equal to the number of loyalty counters on to a creature or player. Then -2, and then +1. You may activate Comet's loyalty ability 2 more times this turn. I feel like I'm supposed to take Comet. I would like to take Heath. I just don't know if this card is busted or not. But I'm going to guess that it is. And if we're not wheeling Heath, we're wheeling Tarmogoyf, which is good for us. I'll take Comet. In the spirit of the cube, we'll try and play with some new stuff. Here is Carnage Interpreter. That's almost certainly what I'm going to take. There's also Inspiring Vantage. We don't really do anything with Soul Cauldron. There's Flame Slash as cheap interaction. There's Reprieve. If we're dipping into white, which we are for Comet, similarly with Containment Priest, but I think I'm just going to take Interpreter. Okay, hey, there it is. There's Lurrus. There's Orcish Lumberjack. That seems great for me. Great with Wrenn and 6 and Excavator. What is this? Chaldea Guardian is 4 mana for a 4/3 with Blitz. Whenever it or a creature you control with mana value 4 or greater dies, you make 2 1/1s. So it's interesting. Hasty, 4 mana 4/3 or 3 mana 4/3 dies into 2 1/1s. Draw a card. That's pretty good. There's LED. There's Lurrus. Lurrus I'm just out on. We just took Fable, Carnage Interpreter, and Comet. So we'll take Lumberjack. Lumberjack's the kind of card we also could have tried to wheel if there was something else in that pack that we wanted. But I think without that, just happily take it. Minsc Boo among the cards that I would love to see at this point. Not sure about... oh, wow. Swords to Plowshares. Hello. Yeah. Not sure about passing Heath over Comet, certainly as we're taking more white cards. But we do have Triome and that Elegant Parlor, so we have 2 white sources. Both are fetchable as well, so we're doing okay in the splash department. Plus, is anything make mana? No. Okay. Yeah, we'll take Swords here pretty easily. Just probably one of the, if not the best removal spell in the cube. And now we've got, what, Omnath. If we wanted to go full nonsense, there's Sentinel of the Nameless City, Chandra Torch of Defiance, and Reckless Stormseeker. I'm inclined to take Sentinel. I guess I just don't know how beatdowny we are. Like, Stormseeker's really scary. But I think Sentinel is just bigger and better. And badder, potentially. Glimmerlens also. I don't know if I really want to splash out into white for that. Here we've got a Balustrade Worm, a Leyline Binding, Survival of the Fittest, and a Mind Collapse. I think we'll just take Mind Collapse. It is a free spell after all. You can sacrifice a mountain to have this deal 5 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Pretty good. We certainly wouldn't be able to companion Zirda, and we wouldn't be utilizing anything from its ability that much. Leyline Binding's interesting. We are kind of doing a domainy thing. But I think Mind Collapse is better. And now we've got Grist, Savai Triome, and Llanowar Elves. I guess there's also Exploration. I'm just not a huge fan of Exploration. I generally like Grist. It plays nicely with Wrenn and 6 because of the looting, or the self-milling rather. I think I'm gonna take Triome. It's another red-white land, plus it adds black, and I think Territorial Kavu is gonna be in the next pack. Oh, it's gone. Someone took Kavu. Okay, well, we'll take Boseiju pretty happily over Scale Lord and Backstreet. Okay, and where are we at playables wise? If we're thinking of these as, all right, we got Goyf, which we'll play. I think Goyf will be good here. We've got a lot of nice types. Artifacts, lands will make their way. We've got a couple planeswalkers, certainly creatures, instants, etc. So I think I like Goyf over Force of Vigor or Tear Asunder. And this is 16 playables. I'll take Endurance for the board. You could also main deck this. Kind of hoping for Inspiring Vantage to wheel, though red-white duels are probably pretty popular if anyone is playing specifically red-white. Chaldea Guardian versus Glorybringer. Someone's going to get Depth's Stage on the wheel if they want. Take the Guardian, I guess. And Channel Swift Spear, not playing either of those. And Glimmerlens, last pick. So, a couple more free white sources would be nice. Like there's Lush Portico. I wish that they weren't tapped. I'm not sure there's anything else in this pack that we're going to play. There's a Path to Exile, which once we have swords, I'm less excited about splashing for, but we certainly could. I don't currently have any untapped white, which makes me less inclined to take Portico. But if I'm not taking Portico, I am taking a white card. I mean, the best card in this pack is Psychic Frog, but we are quite far from that. I suppose Tireless Tracker could also be good with what we got going on, but not crazy about that either. Maybe we just take Path. Probably should just take Path. This can wheel, and hopefully we can find an untapped white source. A fetchable untapped white source to boot would be nice. Like, this can find white if we want it to. What else is there? There's Kellen. There's Cankerbloom. There's a new card here, which is, I guess, it's a combo. Target player discards 2 cards. That player may copy the spell and may choose a new target for that copy. So you go infinite with this and, what's it, Witherbloom Apprentice, the, like, Magecraft cards. You just target yourself over and over and over again with this. Or I guess this is Infinite Storm as well, but you won't have any cards once all the storming is done. There's Pridemage. I might just take Kellen. Kellen or Eagles. Or I suppose Probe is a free type for Goyf. Could that be right? Probably just gonna... Eagles just seem so slow. I'm gonna take Kellen. Like, good, cheap, potential must deal with threat seems worth taking. There's Delighted Halfling, which doesn't actually help us cast much. Just Comet and Wrenn, I suppose. Probably just take Burst Lightning. We don't have interaction that goes anywhere. Like, we don't have Burn. Our removal is Path and Swords, and I guess Comet and Collapse. Our removal's pretty good, but Halfling's not doing much for us. And none of these white cards are cards I want. I guess Sylvan Safekeeping is, or Safekeepers is something, but we'll just take Burst Lightning. There's an Arbor Elf. That's probably what we'll take over some Twin Combo. Deathgreeter's Champion's pretty good too. But I think getting some speedy ramp, especially ones that can untap Triome or Indatha Triome and Taiga. So a way for us to like fetch up white and then have it at instant speed is with Arbor Elf. So I think I like that a little more. Oh, there's a Titania. There's also Auriok Salvagers. Can get back our Bauble. Lotus Petal. I like Titania here. That seems like it's making sense with what we're doing. And a Thornspire Verge over Palantir is not a bad card for this deck, I think. Though I guess our stuff's pretty cheap. There's also Unholy Heat, but I think we can afford to take a land here. Just given, I think our playable count is pretty darn high. And Yavimaya. Ooh, what's this? This is a new card. 3 mana, 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill a card. Choose an opponent at random. Ursine Monstrosity attacks that player this combat if able. So it's got haste? No. Doesn't have haste. Until end of turn, gains indestructible and gets +1/+1 for each card type among cards in your graveyard. That seems really good. I guess there's also this, gives you the initiative. I wish we would really take advantage of initiative or Monarch really well. We just didn't see very many of those cards. I'm going to take Monstrosity. I haven't gotten to play with this yet, so I like that. And nothing here. Reclaimer and Epicure. I guess the blood kind of plays with our draw discard life, but we're probably not playing anything here. Just take Restoration Angel, I suppose. I don't know. We're not playing anything. The green-white land did not wheel. That's okay. Take Pyrokinesis. It's a free spell. We probably won't play. Eagles of the North did wheel, which we have three ways to. Yeah, probably play Eagles. What is this? This is 26 spells, with one of them being free and one of them being mana. I like this deck. I don't know if it's good enough, but I like it. It's very Ethan. Low curve. Lands in the graveyard life, but I mean, it's got a lot to like. Fast mana synergy. Notably, we did not see Voltaic Key or Kior's Follower, so taking Time Vault would have probably not worked out for us. Excavator, perhaps. A little suspect. I don't know, though. I don't know. Now we've got another legend. We could play Halfling, but still probably not. Take Safekeeper, I guess. Not playing any of those. Twin. Coma's a weird include, I think. I mean, I get you can, like, you know, sneak or reanimate it in or whatever, but is that good? Doesn't seem good enough. I feel like Kellen is a cut as far as I'm concerned. And that puts us at 15 lands plus Spirit Guide. I think I like that. I think 15 lands seems good. I don't need a lot. I just need them in my graveyard. Sure, Council's Judgment. Yeah, I could see 16 lands. What would I cut? I bet I could find one more cut. I mean, it should probably be Excavator, I feel like, because we have Titania and Renin 6, and I don't need to, like, do that much. It's not like we have Strip Mine. I'm going to cut Excavator, I think, and then we'll do 16 lands. I don't need a swamp. 1 plains is good. And probably just go up a green source because of the elves. All right. That's 15 lands plus Mox, so 16 mana sources plus our Spirit Guide and Bauble. And yeah. All righty. Let's see how it goes. All right. I am going to keep... And looks like we're going to go Triome, Spirit Guide, Elf on one. Which is awkward because this doesn't... We could also do, like, No, I think that's right. So let's go Triome, Spirit Guide, Elf. Awkward that nothing, but if we draw a green source, then we get to play a turn 2 Fable, which is pretty darn good, I would say. If not, we can Mutt, pitch something, or Copter and pitch Mutt, and like it's not the worst. But would certainly like a green source to make use of this elf. Okay, Bloodstained Mire gets Swamp, and opponent is on Fear of Missing Out, discarding Coma. That's scary. Probably going to see Coma hit the board next turn, and we're going to cry. So we'll go Mountain Copter, I guess. But I think we're probably just wrecked here if they're reanimating Coma. Yep. Do we have a disenchant? Oh. Opponent, I guess, forgot about crewing on blocks. Yes. Probably just pitching, what, Sentinel? Mutt? I guess Mutt. No green, huh? No green. Crew. Oh, wait, does this have reach? No. Okay, attack. Yes. It's a green source. It's not a forest, but it is a green source. So let's pitch. I'm not even sure. These are 3/3s. Let's pitch that. And then we'll play. Oh, we could get rid of this if we had a green source. No, and it wouldn't even be a green source. I was thinking about, could we mutt into one? Like, yes, but then we wouldn't have a legend, so we wouldn't be able to channel this for one. Dang it. I guess we just go Plains Fable. How do I beat 4/3/3s? It's unclear. What do you got for me here? Strix. You're so late. Yes, I will pitch these two. Any order. But of course. All right. Let's go to game 2. Do we have artifact enchantment stuff? There's endurance, which will definitely bring in. And probably cut this Chaldea Guardian. It's not really doing much for us. Could also cut Eagles, I suppose. And find some green mana. Alrighty. Yes. It's a little slow, but we have a turn 2 Inti. And we get to Bauble. And we've got all of our colors. So we'll go ahead and do this. Do you like what you see? You do. I guess I will see. It's an Emrakul. Yikes. Big yikes for me. Well, but there's endurance right away. So we get to protect ourselves from that nicely. Play Inti. Baleful Strix. I like Path. Oh, and they went... Yeah, okay. Do we pitch? Kind of like... If they're going to trade, then we play Sentinel. So then I guess I pitch Ignoble here. So I don't have to pitch anything. But I feel like there's not much that we would draw into that we wouldn't be able to play. Yeah, Copter. Now, Copter almost makes me want to Path the Strix. Because I would use all my mana that way. And we still have Endurance Protection. I mean, this feels bad because they're going to get to ramp, but like... The synergy here is pretty gnarly. This could be really wrong to do that. If I didn't have Endurance, I don't know if I would make such a reckless play, but I do have Endurance. You know, if they're going to try and do something where they... And I assume the only way you top Emrakul is if you've got something in hand, like Corpse Dance. So they've got some way to, like, get Emrakul in the bin and they can get it back at instant speed. Well, then we get to Endurance in response. All right, let's go. I'm going to crew. I'm going to pitch Titania. We want to draw discard first. Okay, we get rid of Elf. See what we draw. We draw a land, so now we can discard this land. And Mind Collapse is nothing. That's fine. Play land. Play Sentinel. I guess might as well map here. Okay. What do you got? 7 cards, 4 mana. Vampiric Tutor. They're like clearly all in on Emrakul. Hopefully this Endurance can take care of it. Draw X, then discard X. Okay. We're just talking about this. Is this card good? Duress and Swamp, so 2/1/1s. Okay, Fear of Missing Out. They're going to discard Emrakul. They're going to try and do a Corpse Dance, and then we'll Endurance. Hopefully it's Corpse Dance, not Shallow Grave, so they're tapping out, but I'm going to guess it probably doesn't matter. Like, they either have then a counter spell or not. You are the player. Gotcha. All right. Crew. Send. We're going to do you. You. Let's draw. Discard. Exile Savai Triumph. Okay. Discard. Get a counter on Sentinel. Burst Lightning. Hello. That's nice to see. And I guess they're just going to chump the Copter. Let's go ahead and map onto who? Inti? Spread the love? No, I think Sentinel's fine. Mox Ruby into my graveyard. Yes. Play Triumph. Play Burst Lightning on the Spirit. And say go. Inti-Copter has been sweet, but Endurance out of the sideboard definitely winning this game for us for sure. There's Bloodstained Mire. Emperor of Bones. That's a little scary. What can they get? They can get... it's not that scary. Psychic Frog. Also not that scary. With only one card in their hand. So they have Endurance. Oh. Baby. So... we just... Go Gadget. Let's have a 5/5. And I think we're gonna draw so we have something to work with here. It's a Ragavan too. Right, so I don't really want to mess with that, so we'll just go Ragavan, cast. Is that true? Yeah, cast. You have reach, and you can't have flying. So let's just crew here. And we'll attack with both of these, and we're going to give Copter +1/+1. No, I won't even be able to because I don't have anything. So, but I think we can still attack with both. Yeah. We might exile a land, I suppose. So draw, discard Goyf. Get to hit a land, sure. Oh, well, we already played a land this turn because of Interpreter. So, but no biggie. We're just mounting threats. I guess they'll get a Goyf next turn if they want. I mean, we are at 20 also. So you're chumping Sentinel and then taking 4? Yeah. All right. I guess they can get another FOMO if they want with the Emperor. I should have crewed with Ragavan, by the way. Just so I had the untapped Inti, but I don't think it's going to matter. Frantic Search, okay. Draw into Corpse Dance Emrakul. Also not sure that that matters now that we got the clue tokens. Yeah, all right. Tied it up. Our game a lot more grindy and intricate than our opponents. Is Pyrokinesis the kind of card that we might want? Probably not. Though Baleful Strix, Emperor of Bones, the 2/1/1s. It's certainly possible. Like, this might be better than Mind Collapse in terms of a free spell. Like, we've got ways to deal with large stuff, ways to deal with small stuff, and then ways to deal with a wide spread seems good. Try that as a swap. And run that back. All right. Game number 3 against the Reanimation. Well, we've got Path. That's step 1 to not feeling so scared by what they can do. I guess that doesn't deal with Emrakul, but it can eventually deal with Coma. Probably, ooh, gotta find a green card for that. Probably gonna Foothills for our white-red land. There's Psychic Frog, yeah. Okay. Do I want to Surveil or do I want double green? I probably want to Surveil. I'll keep this. And we're just gonna Path now. There's no funny business to be had. So I'm gonna Path you. I guess I should do it on upkeep, but I don't even really want you to have like a discard out. Like if they have Corpse Dance Emrakul in hand, if I let them untap, they can do the thing like discard Emrakul, cast, I guess not Corpse Dance, Shallow Grave, but I think all of that is to say I'm just gonna Path this now. Don't actually have anything that I can pitch to either of these, so we'll see what we want to do next turn in terms of tapping out or holding up Endurance. Mox Ruby of your own. Is this going to be the draw discard is my guess. And there's Inti. Okay, I'm going to play Copter. And be prepared to Pyrokinesis 4/1/1s. Because that feels like what they're about to do is draw 4. Oh no, they just played Mox and then did nothing. Okay. Well, I'll also happily have Inti Copter next turn if they don't have anything. Frantic Search. I don't have Endurance available, unfortunately. So if that's what we're setting up for here, we're probably just dead. That would be unfortunate. But props to the opponent. That's the powerful stuff we're trying to do, huh? They're not snap doing anything. So I'm hoping this is a bit more value oriented than it is. But we've seen 2 reanimation spells from them. It's possible that they don't have both halves of the combo at this point. Orcish Bowmasters and Silent Clearing. Okay. And they didn't even untap their lands? Okay. They're over it. They're just over it. All right, we're going to play Inti. Crew. Do our thing. Attack. Stack it like this. We'll loot away Mutt. Get planes. I don't like planes. I think I'm going to get rid of Eagles. Put a counter on you. Get Ignoble. I do like Ignoble. I still don't like that I can't play Endurance if I want to, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I have 7 permanents, so I'll be able to keep 1. Vampiric Tutor. This has to be for Emrakul, but... It doesn't feel like we're... Oh, this definitely is Emrakul. Okay. Yep. So we go to 4, and we keep a permanent. Ugh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I keep Copter, I can go Mountain Lumberjack. And then I have a blocker for fear of missing out. That seems like the play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any order. Okay. Go to 4. No. Last card is Dreams of Steel and Oil. Dang it. I guess we could have kept Inti. Now we're probably dead, right? Well, I guess a red card. Does leave us open. You're late, Tarmogoyf. You're 1 turn late. Ugh. Just needed a green card to pitch to Endurance. Or to draw a red card there. What is this? Okay. Oh, must be nice to top deck Divination. So we're still not dead. Untapped green source keeps us in it. And a red card keeps us in it. I think we have to cast this. Rather than pitch it to Pyrokinesis. Okay. Surveil, do you like what you see? You do not? Interesting, they pitched Narset. They want something better than Narset. Teferi, okay. You're gonna bounce Copter, I guess. Yeah. All right, that's game. So I have to chump now. And they kept the card on top with Consider. It's Caustic Bronco, yeah. Yeah. We were close. Oh, now they have 4 types? Okay, yeah, you got there. All right, 0-1. Alrighty, round 2. And the quest for a free draft still. We'll keep. Awkward that our green source is tapped, but so it goes. And then we'll Hex Drinker, Elegant Parlor, and then maybe we'll get to see what Ursine Monstrosity has in store for us. We could also Path Inti. We're definitely going to cast Hex Drinker. I don't know, Path Inti seems pretty good. Don't really have any ways to... I guess Mind Collapse does mess with it on a future turn. But, like, it gives them some selection here. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do this. I don't know. Pathing a 2-drop, not ideal. But I'm also not sure I've got a good solution for that in the next, like, 3 turns. Yeah, Selfless Spirit's fine. Play Monstrosity. I'd like... for each card type. Yeah. So just do this. Would like this to start milling. I'm going to attack. Like, these can trade. That's totally fine. If they have removal for Monstrosity, so be it. Seems as though they do not. I can't draw this anyway, so I guess might as well bin it. Attack for 6/6 Indestructible Trample. Seems good. Are you running a Wrath in your Selfless Spirit Inti deck? You are running Restoration Angel. Okay. Oh, I could have done that end step then if I had an F6, because I can only do the alt cost on my turn. And they're attacking. My goodness. Okay. Sure thing, buddy. Let's... I guess mapping before Monstrosity triggers is dumb. A 7/7. Good lord, this card. I'm just going to take 10. All right. Map. Put Ragavan into the bin. Let's say no. Go Elf. We'll go map. Graveyard, no. We'll play Beseiju. We'll sack a mountain, kill you. Pay for it. So I go. Next turn I can... Oh, I can't because this is red to Unearth. I was thinking I could do both Ragavan and Unearthed and just go crazy wide, but either way, opponent's deck seems extremely fair in comparison, certainly, to our last opponent. I Anything we want to change based on aggro? Probably Pyrokinesis wants to come in against an aggressive opponent. And we can cut, I don't know, Caldea Guardian. Eagles of the North seems really dumb. I know I like have it in for mana, but like it's fine, I think, in the dark. But now we're on the draw. I think cutting this is fine. It's so slow. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's right. We have Wrenn and 6 in our deck. This is a keep. We are, of course, a white source shy, but I'm going to cast this. See what I've got. I've got Lumberjack. I mean, it does something with Wrenn. I'm drawing it anyway. Okay. It's pretty bad. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Add green, play you, plus, done. Okay. I guess at the very least we can Boseiju, and then get Boseiju back if we want. Yeah, look at your hand of pitiful 1 toughness creatures and bow before the turn 1 Wrenn and 6. All right, match 3. Alrighty, would I like to play first? I sure would. Would I like a turn 1 Wrenn and 6? I sure would. That's a keep for me. Now, we could also do turn 1 Ignoble. Ooh, Gemstone Caverns is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it. If you do exile a card from your hand, add colorless. Wow, they just start with a land in play? That's pretty nuts. Oh, but they have to exile a card. Okay, all right. So, our choices are turn 1 Wrenn or turn 1 Ignoble. Either way, we're trying to gear up for a turn 3 Comet. I think it's just turn 1 Wrenn. Play, cast. Plus. Okay. Meticulous Archive. Binning Savin's Reclamation. Nice. Nice bit of value there. Okay. And here we will Parlor, hopefully get to bin a land. We do put into your graveyard, plus get you back. Play Ignoble. Pass. Path to Exile Ignoble. Yes, I'll go find a land. I'll get another forest, I think. I've got plenty of everything else. Pathing a Mana Dork is not ideal. Let's see what their plan for Wrenn is. It's Dack, Faden, take Mox, and then I'll kill Dack. Okay. I still get to play Comet. I guess I'll start with that. First time activating this card. Let's go. Get 2/1/1s with haste. All right, so I don't have to. I can just attack Dak, attack you. And then plus, done. 7 loyalty, huh? That seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. I guess they can reclamation back Dak plus something at any point, depending on what they want to do. Start with a 0. What did we get? I need to check the log. Oh, I could have returned a creature. So nothing. That was a -1. That's a bummer. Oh, interesting that. Let's play Monstrosity. Mill Inti. Could have gotten back Inti. That's a real bummer. Do we want to? We're probably just gonna play this and plus done. Play land, and then we can always cycle Triome and get it back with Ren. See what opponent's up to. They're playing Sphinx. Oh, we'll just be pathing that. Toot Sweet. Okay. Planeswalkers still winning games of Magic, more at 11. They're on like Jeskai stuff, seems like. Sevin's Reclamation does make me want Endurance, which maybe should just be in the deck, honestly. Probably going to cut Eagles. Do I want Pyrokinesis? This is only creatures, right? So I can't even hit Dak. I guess we'll start with Endurance then. Saw the 3/3 flyer. No other creatures. Yeah, we'll start with that swap. See what's up. Wrenn 6 on turn 2 twice, or on turn 1 twice now, but it actually hasn't done a whole lot. I guess it actually did. It seemed like it completely owned our opponent's opener. Oof, this is not actually a forest. But if we do draw into a forest, this is so good. Can I keep this? Because if we draw into a forest, we have turn 2 Titania. How greedy to be. 2 shots at like... I'm going to keep it, whatever. Heart of the cards. Oh. Oh, I can't cast that. Because this only taps for red. Okay. So no ooh. Caracas. Medium annoying. Forest. It's almost a forest. It's just not, though. Dang it! Well, that feels bad. I guess it didn't even need to be a forest. It could have been a mountain, and then this could have tapped for green, too. Pretty bad, though. Pretty bad now that we're behind. All right, well, I'm glad I didn't play Mox. That's very funny. We can blitz the Guardian. That's pretty good. So play this, play Mox, blitz, attack Dak, attack you. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be better. All right, forest. All right. Meticulous Archive. Keeping on top, and then there's Saheeli. Whoa. I mean, I think we just have to do Titania here. Sack of Forest. G, G, G. Play Titania. Get it back. Play Monstrosity. Attack Saheeli, attack Saheeli. I wonder if we're getting wrathed here. That would be pretty bad. Yeah, I think we're getting wrathed. Sunfall, even worse. It's exile. All right. Now we know Sunfall's on the table, which we could have assumed. Oh, good, a 3-mana 2/2. And no white source for Comet, and a 6/6 to boot. I think we can go to game 3. Maybe we'll keep a slightly less sketchy hand that time around. You just do Shroud. No Indestructible. All right. Keep a less sketchy hand. Ooh, Ragavan. Yeah, keep this. Nothing sketchy about this. We get to go. We can ignoble, and then we can blitz this, or we can dash this. We could also just turn 1 Ragavan, which honestly might be the way to go. Turn 1 Ragavan on the play. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. Like, if they have Path to Exile, that's still okay, because we can still just blitz this. And if they have Path... Oh, mull to 4? This isn't even going to be... I mean, people can win on mulls to 4, but it's tough. They don't seem to be doing any, like, 2-card combo busto thing, at least not that we've seen. So winning on a mull to 4 seems rough for them. I am going to start with a Ragavan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to attack. What do you got? Solitude. Okay, that's not happening. Oh, well, we can do both. We can go Wrenn and 6 plus and ignoble. Meticulous Archive, Talisman. All right. So we'll try and not commit more to the board, I think, if we can help it. Though Monstrosity is nice. Let's go Ragavan first. Might be Path, I suppose. It is. It is Path. Yes. Play... I guess a Plains, because I'd like to cycle this Triome. And then we'll go plus, play a land, play Monstrosity, pass. Flage the Ursine Monstrosity, sure. Let's cycle this. Plus, get it back. Blitz. Okay. I'm feeling very, like I can't lose to him on a Mulda 4, right? But I could. I certainly could. Reclamation back, Flooded Strand. You hate to see it. Kind of. Like they must have the Wrath. They just must. Burst, Lightning, Renin 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't be wrathing here. I will be cycling. Plus, get it back. Bauble. Touch the Spirit Realm, sure. Play land, attack for 2. And pass. I'll just cycle Triumph again. When an energy becomes the Monarch, whenever it attacks up to one target, creature can't block this turn. Okay. Cycle. Endurance. Not quite. You become the Monarch, huh? Vigilance Lifelink. Alright. So now we know they've got Touch the Spirit Realm. Let's start with Mutt. Pitch a land. Parlor. Bin that. Plus, get back Triumph. Drawing a lot of cards. We will attack with both of these to get the Monarch. One target creature can't block this turn if you're the Monarch. Creatures can't block. Okay, you're not the Monarch. I am. And I'm going to play Hex Drinker, and I'm going to pass. Fable's nice. Flash in Endurance. Like if they go land and try and Reclamation back, Flooded Strand and Flage, which I would guess they do, we get to Endurance it, which will be pretty good. They're going to attack. This is a sorcery, right? Though I guess they can always flicker something with, what's it called too? I just have to imagine. Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to block with Hierarch. Yeah, block with Hierarch. The reason I'm not doing... Interesting, okay. Well, we will Endurance. I guess they can always flicker Aragorn to get the Monarch back as well. No Reclamation, no Flage for you, my friend. Spirit Guide, that is Garbaggio. Let's play Fable. Yeah, they can always Monarch and then make it so stuff like everything can't block if they want. Let's plus get back Forest. Play this. Just getting maximum stuff on board. I guess playing into a sweeper, I suppose, because they can always like flicker this, get the Monarch, and then sweep, which would be annoying. I'm gonna hold all the lands, and I guess I think I'll make them think that we've got like we can have Path or Swords, because we do actually have Path and Swords in our deck. Let's see. No, they don't get back the Monarch. They're gonna Hull Breacher. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Certainly with Fable, that's extremely annoying. Aragorn doesn't come back until their end step, though, so they won't have the Monarch until then, and then I can get it back. The first one they draw on each of their draw steps. It's so annoying. I mean, I guess they will draw. No, they won't draw. Yeah, because it's at the beginning of your end step. So no Monarch for you, and then I will get it back. Ugh, brutal. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can just make Hexdrinker protection. Use this ability? No. And let's just go land. Fully level this up. If they have instant speed interaction, that stinks. That's what I'm saying. Like, they mold to whatever, and it's not over. Stop. You have removal too? Return and draw. Okay. I'm going to send with these. I guess I could send with endurance as well. Okay, so these attacks. If I attack with endurance, if I attack like this, they're just gonna go eat one with Aragorn. They're never blocking with Hull Breacher. I need to take the Monarch back, and then I also need a way for... What if I just attack with endurance? What do? They block with Aragorn, then I shoot it. They have one turn to draw. I think we just attack with endurance. Yeah. Okay. Shoot you. Play Hexdrinker. Level it up. You'll get one draw. I guess I should... Oh, I already played a land? Okay. Go ahead. Last card's Ancestral. Wow. Mox Pearl. Suspicious Stowaway. Which will just die. I also have to be worried about a sweeper. Path is great to see. Great to see. All right, kill you. Though if they Wrath, we will have the Monarch. Play this. I'm not sure I have anything to fetch. I must, though. I still have Savai Triumph. Alright, path you. Though if it is whatever. Alright. Getting in. Big Monarch energy. BME. Let's go get Triome. And even if you Wrath, we'll have the Monarch, we'll have a Planeswalker. We'll be able to draw an extra card every turn. Extra 2 cards every turn. Saheeli and a sweeper? No. Yes? Saheeli and a sweeper. And a council's judgment. Alright, are we voting for Hexdrinker, I suppose? Yep. Goodbye, friend. I don't know what it says that this deck is struggling so hard against this mulligan, but here we are. What Copter is nice too. More Wrath insurance. Burst Lightning. Can I win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In theory, I can. So we ping you. Copy you. Send at you. And kicker. All right. Got the 2-1. Redemption a little bit. Looks like the Wrenn and 6 really owned our aggro opponent in round 2 and then barely winning the Mold of 4 there in round 3. Pretty nice. The No Holds Barred Vintage Cube seems fun so far. I haven't seen any of the like supremely busted stuff, and I imagine it'll get a little old, but the swingy things like Monarch and Initiative are kind of cool. So if you like this video, if you want to see more of this content in the next few weeks as we're sort of gearing up for Pioneer Masters, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll switch back over to doing a couple Foundations drafts before Pioneer Masters drops on Arena. Happy Thanksgiving, as I am recording this on Thanksgiving morning, and catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.